I look like Danny DeVito cosplaying as a hot girl. Come to accept that about me. So I'm in my 30s now, and I spend a lot of time working in the kitchen, you know, like a corporate kitchen. And working in a kitchen is hard for the same reason doing stand-up can be hard. You have to interact with a lot of men. Men don't always know how to address you in a professional setting. Let me give you an example. I was a line cook, right? And we hired in another new line cook. And I was like, "Hi, I'm Gayle. It's really nice to meet you." Because I am from the Midwest. So the customer service voice, it doesn't come off. I talk like this all the time. You could just be making love to me and I'd be like, "Oh baby, oh baby. Please pound me harder. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Come on my face." You guys ever made love to a Midwesterner? That's how we do it. But yeah, we hired in a new cook, right? And I was like, "Hi, I'm Gayle. It's really nice to meet you." And he's just like, "Yeah, nice to meet you too, baby." And I was like, "Sir, I find being called baby at work very offensive. You will call me daddy." He's like, "I'm sorry, daddy." Kicked at the ground a little bit. So I was working in the kitchen, right? And I was working in not far from here, actually, in Charlotte, and I was working in a basement by myself all day. And one day, one of the machines broke, so it was just me and a bunch of big machines. And it broke, and it started to make a really weird sound. And I'm gonna give you an imitation of that sound now. So I'm just working quietly, right? And then I hear, and you're like, "Oh, that's broken over there." That's why it's making that sound, but I don't get paid enough to tell anybody about it. So I don't. About a week later, my boss comes up to me and she's like, "Was that the machine making that noise? Was that the machine? I thought you were just down here singing." You really think I'm in a basement by myself all day going, "Ooh, here are your biscuits. What song am I singing? Is it that song by Dolly Parton that goes, Jolene, 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 Jo? You know that song by Bruno Mars? It's like, it's Michelle Pfeiffer, that white, woo! Woo! Nope, okay. It was a big song. It was called Uptown, woo! You up, that's right. You remember? You remember now? Remember Bruno Mars, our greatest American hero? Gosh. And then I moved from back of house to front of house. Give it up for your bartender tonight. Not an easy job. I used to be a bartender, but I was a bartender during the day. Ooh, what mystery, what intrigue. It's not when you want to be a bartender, okay? Because you know how much they're tipping when you have a $4 tab and they leave a 20% tip. Do you guys know how much 20% of $4 is? 80 cents? That was a bartender that said that. Or it was a math teacher. You're both getting paid about $3 an hour, so. But yeah, if you're gonna tip me 80 cents, I might as well get on my knees. And you can pull the change out of your pocket and throw it in my mouth, and I'll go, nom nom, thank you so much, I love the taste of pennies, nom nom nom. Redefining the term money shot. So I'm doing at work. Let's see, let's talk about birds. Who cares? You know how you can name your daughter the name of a bird and it's fine? You can be like, "This is my daughter Robin. This is my daughter Phoenix. This is my daughter Birdie. I named her after every bird." It's so sweet. There's like certain bird names you can't give your daughter. You can't be like, "This is my daughter, I named her Vulture. You want to hold little Vulchie?" You can't name her Swallows. So you're gonna be getting calls from schools like, "Your daughter Swallows McGee, she's acting up again." Like, I don't know what encourages this behavior. So what I'm trying to say is I'm unemployed. So because I'm unemployed, guess the date's over, sorry. We can just hold hands and watch a movie, I guess. Excuse me. Love you, hun. So I'm unemployed. Because I'm unemployed, I've been spending a lot of time with the cockroaches in my house. I got a hot take on cockroaches. You want to hear it? I don't like cockroaches. I don't like cockroaches because they think they're slick. And I can say that in Spanish. No me gustan las cucarachas porque piensan que están suave. That's right, I spent 4 months in Costa Rica. You're gonna know about it. Spent 4 months going pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito, no vamos pegando, poquito, poquito, hey, hey, hey. I don't know if you guys know what they're doing in Latin America, but it's that. It's the most fun I've ever had. And no, I did not blend in. But yeah, you see a cockroach and you're just like, oh my God! And he's just like, I don't know what she's screaming at, but it's not me. I'm so cute, I'm thriving. And you're like, I hate your attitude. You should know you're disgusting. That's what I don't like about them. They think they're slick until it's time for them to die. And then they wait for me to have a big dinner party with all of my friends over, and he just wanders out like, oh, I don't feel too good, but enjoy your party. Oh, thank you. All right. I lied. I have a job. I am a nude model. True story. I really like it. I finally am making $20 an hour. All I had to do was go full bush. That's all I had to do. So, but I didn't know you don't have to be naked the whole time. Like before you model, I just choose to be. So, I'm waiting to model, right? You get to wear a little robe, you got your slip-on shoes, and you got your glasses. And this lady, she comes up to me, right? And you can tell she's just like, she's been an artist for decades. And she just looks at me and says, will you take off your glasses? I didn't like that question. It felt offensive, like, I didn't like it. You're blowing a guy, he doesn't ask you to take off your glasses. Not fair. But I did. I took off my glasses and I got in this position right here. And then we have a producer over there who's like, does anybody have any modifications for the model? And that lady tries to point in what direction she wants me to look. And I just have to yell, I can't see you! You made me take off my glasses! I'm a disabled worker right now. It's not fair. You know who's not a fan of my modeling? Is my mother. She didn't like that at all. She didn't like it at all. I tried to show her because I was like, hey mom, look, I really just want to show you some of these pictures of me. They're really beautiful. A lot of these people went to art school. And she's just like, please don't show me, no, I'd rather be dead. That's how she talks. And I finally show her and she just looks me dead in the eye and says, that's not really what your tits look like. And boomers get a bad rap. I don't think it's fair. I think that you guys grew up in a lawless wasteland and it wasn't your fault. For example, I got sick, right? I got just motion sickness while I was driving and I had to throw up while I was still buckled in and I was like, bleh! And then I call my mom and tell her about it. And I'm like, did you ever have to throw up while you're buckled into your car? And she just goes, no, Gayle. Back when we were drinking and driving, we didn't wear seatbelts. You guys, you put trackers on our phones so you knew where we were in the mall. And this is what you were pulling. I got one more joke for you guys. You like crowd work? Yeah. Take off your clothes. All right, clap along if you want, okay? If you're impoverished and you know it, clap your hands. If you're impoverished and you know it, clap your hands. Because the rich man went to space. It's the end of the human race. If you're impoverished and you know it, clap your hands. If you're a rich person and you know it, clap your hands. Eat her! We are the majority, my proletariat brothers and sisters. We will seize the means of production. We will take the rich woman, rip out her intestines, and howl at the moon. What do you say, comrades? Clap your hands. Thank you, I'm Gayle Murray.